The night Abu Dhabi shone brighter than the desert sky, Eala'S defining moment and a nation rising. For a handful of unforgettable seconds, time seemed to freeze. Above the glittering skyline of Abu Dhabi, one of the city's towering skyscrapers illuminated with the face of a 20-year-old Filipina from Quezon City. Not a luxury brand. Not a global corporation. Not a political figure. Eala'S. Her image radiated across the desert night, soft, powerful, almost surreal. Down on the streets, traffic slowed. Pedestrians stopped. Overseas Filipino workers looked up in disbelief, phones trembling in their hands as they recorded a moment they never imagined they would witness. It wasn't just a projection of a tennis player. It was a projection of identity, pride, and long-overdue recognition. Across the Philippines and throughout the diaspora, something shifted. 110 million people felt seen in a way they hadn't before. This wasn't about being background support. It wasn't about playing a secondary role in someone else's story. For once, Filipinos weren't the workers behind the spotlight, they were the spotlight. Eala'S didn't have to speak from that skyscraper. The message was loud enough: we belong here. We matter. And we are no longer waiting for permission. Welcome back to Court Vision Media, where we don't just report scores, we capture moments that redefine eras. If this story moves you, if you feel that pride rising in your chest, smash that like button right now and let the world know the Eala'S army is alive and loud. And if you want every update, every milestone, every breakthrough in Eala'S journey, make sure you subscribe to Court Vision Media and ring that bell so you never miss what comes next. To understand why that skyscraper moment meant more than any trophy, you have to understand Abu Dhabi itself. For global tennis elites, it's a glamorous tour stop, VIP lounges, sponsor galas, polished prestige. But for hundreds of thousands of Filipinos living and working in the UAE, it's a place of sacrifice. It's where nurses work double shifts. Where engineers design the skyline but rarely feel ownership of it. Where domestic workers care for other families while missing milestones in their own. Invisibility is often part of the contract. But that week, invisibility disappeared. When Eala'S stepped onto the court at the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, she didn't walk alone. The stadium transformed into something electric, flags waving, chants erupting, the atmosphere closer to Manila than the Middle East. Every point she won triggered thunder. Every rally felt communal. It wasn't just sport. It was representation in motion. The myth that tennis players are nomads without home court advantage shattered instantly. Abu Dhabi became Filipino territory. And then came the match that defined the week, her comeback against Alexandra Sasnovich. Down 0-4 in the third set, the odds were brutal. In professional tennis, that deficit is nearly a closing chapter. But Eala'S didn't fold. She recalibrated. The Rafa Nadal Academy grit surfaced. She dug in, point by point, transforming despair into defiance. What followed wasn't flashy, it was ferocious. She clawed back, forced a tiebreak, and completed one of the most resilient turnarounds of her young career. That roar when she sealed it? That wasn't just applause. That was a nation exhaling. If that comeback lit the spark, her quarterfinal run fueled the fire. Facing world number 11 Ekaterina Alexandrova was always going to be a mountain climb. Eala'S fought bravely but ultimately fell. Still, the damage, in the best way, was done. The rankings updated days later with a historic declaration: Eala'S, world number 40. Top 40 in the world. No qualifiers. No footnotes. Just presence. For a country that spent decades celebrating almost, this was seismic. She didn't shortcut her way here. She grinded through ITF circuits, budget hotels, empty stands, and exhausting qualifiers. That ranking wasn't gifted. It was earned in sweat and silence before it exploded into glory. And then the skyline happened. The organizers chose her face to light up the city. That decision reverberated deeply. For overseas Filipino workers watching from night shifts, cramped dorm rooms, or break areas, it was validation. It was dignity. It said, "You are not invisible. Your sacrifice matters. Your people can stand at the top." Of course, tennis is relentless. After Abu Dhabi's euphoria came Doha's reality, a first-round loss at the Qatar Open. Fatigue showed. Shots drifted. Movement slowed. That's the grind of elite sport. But one loss doesn't erase a breakthrough. It adds texture. Growth isn't linear. And if you believe setbacks are just setups for comebacks, go ahead and smash that like button again, because this journey is far from finished. The 2026 season is still unfolding. Clay courts await. The French Open looms. With her new ranking, Eala'S won't be clawing through qualifiers. She'll enter main draws ready to challenge anyone. The rivalry arcs with rising stars are only beginning. This isn't a peak. It's a launch. Beyond tennis, Eala'S represents something generational. Like Manny Pacquiao once did with boxing and Hidilyn Diaz with Olympic gold, she carries the flag forward. But she also symbolizes a modern Philippines, global, connected, unapologetic. She isn't asking for entry into the sports elite circles. She's forcing the door open. The skyscraper lights may have dimmed, but the spark remains. It's igniting tennis courts in Manila. It's inspiring young girls to dream bigger. It's reminding a scattered diaspora that they are capable of standing center stage. If you believe a Grand Slam title is in her future, smash that like button and let's send that energy into the universe. Drop a comment below and tell us where you watched that historic week: Manila, Dubai, London, New York. We want to see the global roll call of the Eala'S army. And don't forget to subscribe to Court Vision Media and ring the notification bell so you never miss a serve, a volley, or a moment that reshapes history. We don't just follow tennis. We follow belief. We follow courage. We follow vision. And right now, that vision looks like a young woman from Quezon City standing under the lights, fearless and ready. This is Court Vision Media, signing off. Keep believing. Keep rising. And keep your eyes on the stars, because one of them carries our flag.